I turned 21 that morning, and my life split open quietly and sharply, far more neatly than I expected. No celebration, no music, no warmth. Just my dad calling my name from the living room like he needed help finding the remote. Harper, he said, standing stiffly beside a small wrapped box on the table. My sister Riley leaned against the counter with that smirk she saved for moments she hoped I'd fall apart. Mom stood near the sink, her eyes puffy from another attempt at keeping peace in a house that rejected it. I barely made it 2 steps inside before Dad nudged the box toward me. Open it. His tone was practiced, final. I lifted the lid expecting something symbolic, maybe a key, something marking adulthood. Instead, I found a one-way bus ticket to Denver leaving in 3 hours. My pulse thudded so hard I felt it in my throat. Dad crossed his arms. Time for you to handle life on your own. Good luck out there. Riley let out a delighted laugh. Yeah, Harper, enjoy the big journey or whatever. Mom touched my arm and whispered, please don't argue. Don't make this worse. I looked at the three of them, the father dismissing me, the sister entertained by it, the mother too afraid to intervene, and a strange calm settled over me. They believed they were pushing me into uncertainty. They had no idea I'd already survived it. I closed the box, hugged Mom tightly, blinked away the heat behind my eyes, and refused to say a word. No protest, no explanation, just silence, louder than shouting. I grabbed my worn duffel from my room and walked out the door feeling a weight lift off me. Because what they didn't know, what they could never imagine, was that I wasn't some aimless kid they thought needed a push. I was already the youngest co-founder of a tech company valued at $40 million. The bus ticket wasn't punishment. It was freedom. 3 hours later, sunlight flickered through the bus windows as I sat down. My phone kept buzzing with messages from my partner, Logan Pierce, 23, sharp-minded, quick, the type who could pitch an idea at midnight and close a deal by sunrise. Harper, you good? You left early. Call me when you land. Wait, bus? Why a bus? I smiled and typed back, long story, I'm okay. See you soon. But okay wasn't accurate. I felt energized, clear, and driven. Everything my family tried to limit was now pushing me forward. While they saw failure, Silicon Valley saw talent. Investors saw progress. And Logan, he saw a partner who built things people genuinely needed. Together we created PulseByte, private AI security software quietly powering half the new startups in Colorado. We were only weeks away from a federal approval that would raise our value even higher. My family thought I left with nothing but clothes and a bus ticket. Good. Let them hold on to that image. Revenge didn't require yelling, only timing. Denver appeared like a neon-drawn skyline. When the bus stopped, Logan was already waiting beside his silver SUV, sunglasses on, hair pushed back like he walked out of a commercial. He took one look at me and his brow tightened. What happened? I laughed. My birthday gift was a one-way bus ticket. From your dad? Yep. And you actually got on the bus? I did. He thinks he sent me out to figure life out. Joke's on him. I already did. Logan's grin spread. Harper, you're intimidating, you know that? I prefer resourceful. He drove us straight to the PulseByte building, a 20-story glass tower reflecting the entire city. Every time I saw it, pride struck me. My name wasn't on the sign yet, but my work was in every line of code, pitch deck, and contract inside. As we stepped out of the elevator, the team clapped. I froze. Happy birthday, someone called out. A cake appeared. Balloons, music. My throat tightened, not with sadness but relief. These people weren't family by blood. They were chosen, earned, solid. I smiled, thanked them, joked around, but underneath something darker stirred. Dad thought he'd cut me off. Riley thought she'd won some strange competition, but in 1 week, everything would shift. Logan pulled me into the conference room. The board wants a public reveal, he said. They want the founders' identities out there. You and me. My breath stalled. A reveal meant media, press, national coverage. My father would see it. Riley's laugh would disappear. They'd realize the person they pushed away built something far bigger than they imagined. You ready? Logan asked. I nodded. I've been ready for years. That night, alone in my apartment, I replayed the morning again. The box, the ticket, his detached voice. He didn't know it, but he gave me the perfect beginning. The moment the underdog leaves and becomes unstoppable. I checked the date, 7 days until the reveal, 7 days until my family sees the truth. 7 days until the world hears the name Harper Lane. Revenge wouldn't be loud, it would be clean, a headline or a story spreading across every screen. The kid they dismissed became the woman they couldn't hold back. I closed my laptop and whispered, 1 week. Let's make it count. The next morning, Denver felt more alive, almost like the city's rhythm matched my own. I barely slept, but exhaustion didn't matter. Momentum did. The post-fight reveal was officially scheduled for Friday with a full media rollout, press photos, interviews, and the biggest update of all, our rising valuation. Logan estimated it had already passed $40 million. Meanwhile, my family still believed I was struggling somewhere with a bus ticket and a bag. Logan was already in the office when I arrived, reviewing mock-ups for the press release. He slid one toward me. So, he said, do you want to project the storm or the calm before it? I frowned slightly. Meaning? He tapped the images. Option A, strong, bold CEO energy. Option B, quiet, brilliant architect energy. Which gets better traction, I asked. Option A, always, I smirked. Then that one, I'm done shrinking. His grin widened. That's the Harper I know. We spent the morning refining speeches, testing product demos, and reviewing details. But through all of it, one thought echoed. They have no idea. At noon, my phone buzzed. Mom. A wave of something sharper than worry hit me. I answered, Mom. Her voice trembled. Harper, where are you? Your dad said you left early. Riley's been saying things. It's tense here. I stared out the window at the skyline. I'm okay. You sound different, she whispered. Stronger. I didn't reveal anything yet. I wanted the reveal to land clearly, without warning. Just trust me, I said gently. I'm working on something important. Before she could continue, Logan called across the room. Harper, venue confirmed, Denver Tech Hall. It's official. I have to go, I told Mom. We'll talk soon. She hesitated. I love you. I love you too. I hung up and walked toward Logan, steadying myself as adrenaline rose again. He handed me a folder. Want to see something interesting? Inside were early investor reactions to rumors about our reveal. Words like revolutionary, industry-shifting, transformative jumped out. I exhaled slowly. This is actually happening. Logan nudged my shoulder lightly. Harper, it's been happening for a long time. You just finally have a stage. My thoughts flashed back to Dad's cold expression, Riley's laugh, Mom's worried eyes. A stage, yes. Now I had one. That evening, Logan and I toured the tech hall. Rows of seats, giant screens, a polished black stage with the Postbite logo glowing behind it. This is where you stand, he said, guiding me to center. Spotlight from above, cameras here, here, and here. The screen will show your photo and your title, co-founder and lead systems architect. My chest tightened with pride and disbelief. Under those lights, I wasn't the kid my father dismissed. I was someone who built something significant. Harper, Logan said quietly, next Friday this becomes your world. I nodded firmly. Good, he replied, because after the reveal, you won't just be underestimated, you'll be impossible to overlook. I stepped off the stage, adrenaline buzzing through me. 1 week until everything shifted. The days passed fast. Every morning brought new interviews to prep for, more tech demonstrations to refine, more investor calls to finalize. My schedule became a nonstop rotation of meetings, rehearsals, and strategy sessions. Logan kept pace, but I felt the rising intensity. Thursday night, the Postbite building blazed with light. Floor after floor glowed like a beacon. In conference room 9, Logan and I finished our final run-through when my phone buzzed again. Riley, her text preview read, Mom's worried. Dad says you'll probably ask to come home soon. My jaw tightened. Logan noticed. What does she say now? The usual, I said, that I'm helpless. He leaned forward. Tomorrow that ends for good. I turned my phone face down. You're right. After tomorrow, none of them will see me the same way again. He didn't smile this time. He just nodded, understanding the weight behind my words. We finished up and stepped into the elevator. The reflection on the mirrored wall showed something fierce in my eyes. Fear, excitement, determination all at once. I felt like I was seconds from launch. When we reached the lobby, my phone buzzed again. Mom, a voicemail. I listened. Harper, I don't know what happened, but the house feels different without you. Your dad thinks you'll come home soon. Riley, I just hope you're safe. My chest tightened. Mom never chose sides, but this message carried regret, fear they pushed too far. You okay? Logan asked. Yeah, I said quietly. They think I'm struggling. He stepped closer. Tomorrow you show the entire country what you've built. That's something no one can ignore. He was right, and the thought fueled me. Friday morning ignited like a spark. Reporters lined up outside before sunrise. News trucks filled the street. Photographers set up equipment. Even workers from nearby offices gathered behind barricades. Inside, the Postbite team moved with focus. Sound checks, lighting cues, video tests, stage directions. Logan coordinated with PR while I reviewed my final notes. 10 minutes before showtime, Logan burst in with an excited grin. "Harper, you're about to go viral." "What?" He showed me his tablet. A major tech outlet leaked a teaser. Breaking: Denver's mystery tech prodigy to be revealed today. Beneath it was a blurred silhouette, clearly me. "We didn't release this," I said. "Exactly," Logan replied. "Someone's building hype, and it's working. The press numbers doubled." I took a deep breath. "Okay, this is real." A coordinator appeared. "Logan, Harper, you're on in 5. We walked backstage, passing cables, screens, and equipment. My pulse hammered so hard it felt like electricity. Logan squeezed my shoulder. "Harper Lane, co-founder, innovator, powerhouse. Go own it." I stepped onto the dark stage, waiting for the lights. My family didn't know where I was or what I created, but in seconds, they'd see it all. The announcer's voice echoed, introducing the brilliant mind behind Postbite Security, Harper Lane. The spotlight hit. The crowd roared. Cameras flashed. For a second, the energy blurred into one overwhelming wave. I stepped forward, steady and composed. The applause grew. "Thank you for being here," I began, my voice carrying across the hall. Postbite started with 2 laptops in a small apartment. Today, we're helping set national security standards. The room leaned in. Reporters scribbled notes. More flashes erupted. "But today isn't just about our software," I continued. "It's about the people who believed in building something meaningful." The screen behind me changed. My photo appeared. My title, Harper Lane, co-founder and lead systems architect. The room erupted again. Cameras turned sharply toward me. And somewhere far away, in a house that assumed I had nothing, my family saw it too. After the applause, Logan joined me on stage for the product demonstration. He led the pitch. I handled the tech. We moved in sync, precise and unstoppable. Sharp, fast, confident. When the reveal ended, reporters surged forward with questions. "Harper, how old are you?" "Did you really write the original security algorithm alone?" "How does it feel to be one of the youngest female tech founders in the country?" I answered each question with clarity and confidence. Every response carved a deeper space for me in this new world I now belonged to. Then my phone buzzed, Dad calling repeatedly. I let it ring. Hours later, after interviews, photos, and the celebrations, Logan and I stepped outside. Denver glowed orange under the evening sky, the city alive with energy. My phone buzzed again. "Mom," I hesitated, then answered. Her voice shook. "Harper, we just saw the news." I stayed silent. "The whole neighborhood is talking. Your father, he's stunned. Riley hasn't said a word since the announcement." I exhaled slowly. I didn't tell her the story yet. I needed space. I needed to grow without being held back. Mom sniffled. "I'm sorry you felt alone." "I wasn't alone," I said, glancing at Logan. "I had people who believed in me." There was a long pause. Finally, she asked softly, "Can we see you?" I didn't answer immediately. I simply said, "I'll think about it. Things are different now, Mom. I'm not coming back to be treated the same way." "I understand," she whispered. "We're proud of you. So proud." In the background, Dad muttered something inaudible. Shock, disbelief, maybe guilt. It didn't matter. I wasn't doing this for them anymore. I was doing it for me. Later that night, Logan and I sat on the rooftop of our office with takeout balanced between us. Denver sparkled below, a city of ambition. "To the woman who just became a national headline," Logan said, raising his iced tea. I clinked my cup against his. "To the guy who believed in me first." We sat in silence for a moment, warm, steady. "You know," Logan said quietly, "your family's reaction doesn't define your success." "I know," I replied, "but it feels good to finally stand on my own to prove them wrong without saying a word." He smiled. "You didn't just prove them wrong, Harper. You built an empire they can never claim." It hit me harder than expected. I leaned back, staring at the city. Life felt different. "It should," he said. "You earned every second of it." He was right. I had left home with nothing but a bus ticket and a duffel bag. Now I stood on a rooftop overlooking a company worth $40 million, a company I helped build, a future I claimed. A chapter closed perfectly, not with revenge through cruelty, but with undeniable success. A happy ending? No. This was a powerful beginning.